If you cannot get rid of the family skeleton, you may as well make it dance. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul. The power of accurate observation is commonly called cynicism by those who have not got it. The unconscious self is the real genius. Your breathing goes wrong the moment your conscious self meddles with it. There are no secrets better kept than the secrets everybody guesses. We learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. Do not do unto others as you would that they should do unto you. Their tastes may not be the same. He knows nothing, and he thinks he knows everything. That points clearly to a political career. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. My way of joking is to tell the truth. It's the funniest joke in the world. As long as I have a want, I have a reason for living. Satisfaction is death. The first prison I ever saw had inscribed on it, "Cease to do evil, learn to do well," but as the inscription was on the outside, the prisoners could not read it. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. A day's work is a day's work, neither more nor less, and the man who does it needs a day's sustenance, a night's repose and due leisure, whether he be painter or plowman. A fashion is nothing but an induced epidemic. A fool's brain digests philosophy into folly, science into superstition, and art into pedantry. Hence university education. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. A lifetime of happiness. No man alive could bear it. It would be hell on earth. Americans adore me, and will go on adoring me until I say something nice about them. An American has no sense of privacy. He does not know what it means. There is no such thing in the country. Criminals do not die by the hands of the law. They die by the hands of other men. Democracy is a device that ensures we shall be governed no better than we deserve. England and America are two countries separated by a common language. Everything happens to everybody sooner or later, if there is time enough. Few people think more than 2 or 3 times a year. I have made an international reputation for myself by thinking once or twice a week. Gambling promises the poor what property performs for the rich, something for nothing. Hegel was right when he said that we learn from history that man can never learn anything from history. Hell is full of musical amateurs. I often quote myself. It adds spice to my conversation. If all economists were laid end to end, they would not reach a conclusion. If history repeats itself, and the unexpected always happens, how incapable must man be of learning from experience? If the lesser mind could measure the greater, as a foot rule can measure a pyramid, there would be finality in universal suffrage. As it is, the political problem remains unsolved. There is no love sincerer than the love of food. A mind of the caliber of mine cannot derive its nutriment from cows. Better see rightly on a pound a week than squint on a million. Cruelty would be delicious if one could only find some sort of cruelty that didn't really hurt. The censorship method is that of handing the job over to some frail and erring mortal man and making him omnipotent on the assumption that his official status will make him infallible and omniscient. Reminiscences make one feel so deliciously aged and sad. All great truths begin as blasphemies. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. Revolutions have never lightened the burden of tyranny. They have only shifted it to another shoulder. We have no more right to consume happiness without producing it than to consume wealth without producing it. Marriage is popular because it combines the maximum of temptation with the maximum of opportunity. The true artist will let his wife starve, his children go barefoot, his mother drudge for a living at 70, sooner than work at anything but his art. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh. Otherwise, they'll kill you. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the airplane, the pessimist the parachute. Write your sad times in sand. Write your good times in stone. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. Progress is impossible without change. The moment we want to believe something, we suddenly see all the arguments for it and become blind to the arguments against it. The things most people want to know about are usually none of their business. If you love these quotes, please subscribe to this channel and watch our next video.